Your love, I'm gonna make you mine. There's something special about your love. I think it's one of a kind.
The reunion of Fresh Prince when he had gotten in an argument with the original Aunt Viv, the one that everybody, like, no disrespect to light-skinned Aunt Viv, but everybody loved the original Aunt Viv, right? And why she ended up not on the show or whatever was because some argument and something, and I remember him using this like protect her. I needed to protect you argument, and it boils back to when I heard him talking about his memoir or whatever that was written about how he always felt a way about not being able to protect his mom from like abuses. And I'm not gonna speak on that because I just speaking on what I heard in NPR. I didn't read his book. I definitely wasn't there. So,
but actually, on the same note with after the incident, is the mother was like she didn't feel like he should have done it in that manner. So she understands that her daughter-in-law is a woman, as a black woman, and felt, how she might know more about her.
But I think it was more than that. I think there's an insecurity to his situation. So he applied all of these things swirling together with all the other previous like embarrassments out there and stabs in the internet and all of us doing our part. Making these laughs and memes and
all those stuff.
Of course, and then the red table, like like emasculation, that happened to him, like that. All of that swirled up. This became his moment to like kind of get all that frustration out, because
and it
was a Camel.
Like I said, I'm not gonna really go into that, but I felt like it wasn't necessarily an act like I'm choosing this stage to do it. But it boiled down to that moment,
it was the straw that broke the camel's back kind of situation. Because he's looking at it like, once he sees how upset he perceived his wife to be at the situation, that it's now time to protect his wife, protect his family from people feeling like they could just say anything to them. And it was like...
And can I tell you...
The most benign joke in retrospect.
Can I tell you, in our relationship, right, for us, right... I understand the importance of protecting black women, right? I understand you protecting me as a black woman, but I also understand the importance of protecting this household, protecting its honor, protecting its finances, and that act affected a lot of that, I don't want anybody, no one wants anybody talking about, bad about their children and stuff like that. But a lot of people, since this incident, have been talking about even like their kids and like, number one, do we even know half of like this is true? But it's like so many dynamics of their relationship has changed. So when you're protecting black women, you have to put all of that into play.
But it's a battle to always it's a battle to make the right decision, right? Because
and I'm not gonna pretend like I'm sure that was a hard thing to look at your girl and be like, wow.
I don't think so. I really
don't. You don't think so? All right. So I'll put
in that specific situation. I think a lot of people have looked at the situation and projected onto it, and it's gonna sound like that's what I'm doing now. I'm projecting my opinion onto it. But the thing is, like, oh, she was so hurt. I would be so embarrassed, and it's like, you are applying a lot of different things that don't necessarily. If you really go back and watch what happened, right? He makes the joke. And I think Will Smith might not even really have thought the joke was funny. I think what he was more doing was just doing a political outward laugh, right? Which is like somebody makes a joke.
We've done, I don't want to specifically say it's like code switching, but there's times at office parties that or meetings that you're like, ha ha ha, and you're like, that was stupid.
Yeah. I try not
because
to
again,
do it anymore.
People, we talk about this. That was a work function. Yeah. He's at work, okay? So I think that's what people were kind of like.
And that's what like the video that came out later with where she like was filming him about interviewing I guess their marriage counselor or some counselor they saw.
They were advertising a table talk about it, about her marriage counselor coming to the show.
When you're gonna put the camera on me, like don't do that, like this. My social media is my bread and butter. And I was like, see, that's what I think that was more about. I think the thing is, Will Smith has always tried to control his outward appearance, and for the last couple of years, he's not been in control. Like, the reason why the whole saying the internet is undefeated is because you can't control the narrative of the internet.
Okay,
you can only just hope that the internet will forget about you because it has a short.
I'm gonna push
attention span.
into our next topic, right? Again, peace, love, and happiness.
Love, I think it's one of a kind. There's something special about your love. I want it all.